YouTube has just made what I think is the biggest mess up in their entire history as a platform, affecting nearly 99% of all creators on the platform. Users, though, they'll absolutely love it. You'll have loved it if you were watching on the 27th, 28th, and possibly the 29th of July. But creators, they hated those days. This will go down in history. So let's talk about what went wrong. So first reported over on Reddit, users were reporting 2 or 3 days ago now, I'm filming this on the 2nd of August, that revenue was down, massively down. This bloke who normally makes $70 on a video made $1.87. And well, what went wrong? It appears that apparently YouTube served no advertisers on any content, none at all. There was the occasional ad, but literally 90% of the content that should have been monetized and had adverts running, whether that be mid-roll, start, or whatever, they were not running. Of course, if you were a user of the platform, you might have noticed, you might not have noticed. You probably didn't care. You weren't watching an advert. But creators, they are annoyed. So this bloke here says, watched my most recent video, all 18 minutes, and not one ad, made $2 off of 10,000 views. YouTube Premium only, 0 ad revenue. What is going on? This is the biggest mistake that YouTube could have made. But they have come out and they have got a statement. So YouTube have said, "Hi creators, we are aware that some of you are experiencing an issue with incorrect revenue and metrics displayed on your newly uploaded video. Our team is aware and is actively investigating the issue. We'll update this thread soon." We'll get to the update in a minute. Originally, there was a lot of speculation over what the problem was until YouTube came out and made their statement. People thought maybe they're just not getting the revenue. The ads were still showing and the money was just not getting attributed to them. Or maybe there was something else wrong in the background. Maybe it was delayed, something like that. But that turns out to not be the case. In their most recent update, YouTube have come out and clarified that no ads were ran on the videos. That is a disaster. Hi creators, following up on an issue that may have been impacting YouTube ad revenue metrics. From approximately 11 AM PT on July 29th to 12 PM PT on July 30th. They're saying those days, I'm saying 27, 28. We're roughly talking about the same time. Some creators experienced an issue with ad serving and reporting. We sincerely apologize for this cause. If you sincerely apologize, Mr. YouTube, are you going to pay the creators for the ads that should have been ran on their videos? Probably not. Here's a breakdown of what was affected. Ads serving on new videos. If you uploaded a new video during the specific time frame, ads were likely not served on that videos. Since no ad was served, no ad revenue was made to be reimbursed during this period. So what you're saying is, YouTube, because you failed to put ads on people's videos, you're not going to pay anybody for the adverts that should have been ran on the videos. I think that is wrong. They should have put adverts on those videos. So I think even if it's not the full compensation that you would have maybe got from those ads, they should come to some sort of decision and reimburse creators. Revenue reporting, you may have seen delayed or inaccurate data. That's less important, this delayed or inaccurate data, which is unhelpful for the statistics, but they've got that fixed now. I'm not so concerned about that one. It's the lack of ads serving. What was not affected? Videos uploaded before July 29th were apparently not affected, though I do believe this is affecting the 27th to 28th. They seem to think it's 29th through 30th, but we've got a different range. Shorts ad revenue and ad revenue sharing was unaffected by this issue. And of course, the common one that most people have noticed is YouTube Premium earnings. So if you are a YouTube Premium subscriber, you might not realize that a small portion of your pie, so say your pie is this big, and somebody you watch, they get a portion of that money that you paid as premium revenue. And of course, that is how YouTube Premium subscribers distribute their money. They want to reassure you that they've solved the problem. What help is that? You've solved the problem, so at least now future going-ons, but thousands or millions of hours must have been uploaded yesterday that was probably eligible. Not a single one of them is getting any money. So what are people saying in the comments? In the comments, it appears people are worried about the lack of revenue and they're hopeful that they'll get this fixed. However, they ain't getting it fixed. They're going to solve it going forward, but you ain't getting that revenue. So no matter how many views you did on those days, you have a big problem. You didn't get any revenue from it, which I think is not fair on the creators. Some creators use this as their living. Some don't make millions, some make a little bit. I personally, I don't make anything from YouTube at the moment, but a lot of people do, and a lot of people live on that. So the fact that YouTube, as the platform that they are, and really the primary like video sharing platform, I know there's TikTok and there's short form and stuff like that, but YouTube is the go-to standard. I think that they should come out and say that they are going to pay, I don't know how much, to cover the cost of this revenue. But anyway, I just wanted to cover this, to tell you all about it and to tell you what's been happening, because I've not seen no coverage of this, and it's a tech-related topic, it's a YouTube-related topic. It's the platform that we all love sometimes. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one.